Hi guys, another beautiful day in Vegas. Did my lap swim? All done. So you're relaxing in a jacuzzi, another jacuzzi diary moment. What's my topic for the day? Let's face it, that. I choose my good topic. Sometimes I run around, same topic over and over again. So you gotta remind me. Say something in the comment section. So it's one of those things that you have to let me know. Sometimes I don't, because I talk, I ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble. And ramble. It's we call this it's my very very we call this you know uh, very very in a complex mind. Yeah. So we call this then another beautiful day here in Vegas. Yeah. People walking around. It's summer here. But here's the thing. We call this that another beautiful day. So I'm gonna make a video about today. I was looking over. This is a it's a it's a controversial video. I'm gonna say this today. Okay, something controversial, but it needs to be said. Okay, nowadays that we call this that the truth is hard to swallow, but it's a fact. Here's the here we call this. I was looking over some economic journals, and I read a lot. But one of the economic journals I found out was online is we call this economic news in Asia, and the disparity of we call this of population and age gaps. China has a lot of all population of young people, but the problem is that they are because of their what it goes two state I mean two child policy. Their what you call this their if a woman has another baby, that a third child, that we call this they gotta terminate it. It's just when that's their policy, is to control over population. Problem is that most Chinese parents, in fact, prefer males because they can pass down the lineage. And the same thing in the Western culture. It's a biology. They want a male. It's men like to have males there because what it's part of your it's part of your lineage. You pass down your generation down, and the problem is that just less females because females they don't prefer female Chinese women. And when you're married, you're supposed to produce a male, not girls. And the problem is that when that happened, that what policy was put it in. What we call is that the men prefer we call this they prefer men boy kids, and that's what happens. They have problem with population. Same in Japan, because of prevalence of by a different sort of birth control. It's called porn. Their what we call society is truly porn. Okay, I've been to Japan. That you see like porn everywhere. And because in the most Japanese males prefer playing video games. Okay, compare that to a third world country like the third world countries. We call this, they don't have any population. They don't get married. So most doctors in Japan that don't have what do you call this? They're most especially OBGYNs, like for birthing mothers. Most doctors are switching to what you call this generational doctors to be like for senior citizens, and that's a bad thing. GDP to that, if you have less from a population than that, you gotta your country to that is we call this is gonna produce less workers. You gotta replace the same workers. In America, same thing, because of feminism. And we call this in our culture is very vague nowadays. Media is pumping out garbage, and we call this that and we don't have respect for human life anymore. Let's face it, that okay. Look, no why abortion was legalized that in the 70s, that because of morality plummeted. We didn't have any back in the 60s to that when the Vietnam War was raging to that. People were like got pissed off. They said, the young people said, they're sending us to die like that, or useless war to that. was established and after. They're using us as human can fodder, and that's what the disillusionment, and that's when drugs, and also the change of civil rights. Also, that people are like saying the hypocrisy of their government, that of not allowing, of not allowing, we call this we call this minorities, that blacks, also Asians and Latinos to have equal rights back then. Mostly the blacks also, because back then the discrimination was so bad, but because of the civil rights, they saw how hypocrisy reared its head at that. So that's why they dropped out and started doing drugs, and they turned their back to the culture of their parents, that the values, because they saw the hypocrisy of it. Problem is that when they started experimenting, they call us that nuclear families started melting, divorce rates, childless couples, so that single parents household keeps kept popping out, because because the morality that is plummeted. That's why people say we should ban abortion. You can't ban abortion, because you know why, they'll be doing it even if it's illegal. My opinion is that you could change all these things to that. We call it that if society changes, we have to change. America has to change that. If not that, if we call it, we'll be dependent on immigrants. The more immigrants that come over here, legal or illegal, they're not gonna assimilate. They're gonna do their own thing, and guess what? You know what? Little Italy was Little Italy, because there's Little Italy, because the small population came to America to be assimilated. Now imagine if we could have of Genoa, 50% of Genoa, Italy came to America like that. Can you absorb that? No. We call it that because the reason is that they will stick with their own group. Same thing going to Minnesota, big Somali population there, big Ethiopian population, because they're so big with that, because of illegal of because our government was liberal back then under Obama, under Bush back, and also any other thing, and Minnesota also, that's their fault. To let the migration come in so much that they have a large group over there, and they have a problem with with their they don't assimilate. You know why? Too much. We call it too many people there. We maybe have maybe 5% come in, they can be assimilated. They'll learn our American culture. Like me, I came to America like that. Chicago was still there was less Filipino population in Chicago till the 1980s, till 1989, when the crash happened. All the California Filipinos moved to Chicago like that, and that's when they started. We call this we call this diversification of Chicago. More people came into that. More Polish people came in. The problem is that you cannot the people being pushed out are the real Americans. I grew up in America. Okay, I'm American. Okay, I might be coming from born from a different country. To be honest with you, that I'm American. Okay, I came here in America like that at a young age. I know what's we call it. I know what's all about. Because even people say, oh, illegal immigration made this country. No, being assimilating to American, it makes you this country great. If you ask that, those people that the people who founded America were original people, were American, were colonials of the British. They never saw Britain. They never went back to Britain. They never even saw the king. They were just just a subtext of people out there. But you know what? They wrote on the Constitution that became the first the first modern democracy to survive in the world. We were the first ones on record. Okay, but we're the first ones. We're the big one. People looked on towards us. And that's the problem with that. If you say it's vain of that and don't value human life to that, okay, and we call this that, and your population goes down, guess what happens? You lose, to produce a GDP, you need more people coming in. Problem is that I could be American with that. No, America's gonna disappear. 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road, it's gonna disappear. Okay, I might, because be a minority among different people. I might be living in the middle of a different country by then. But that's sad because you know why? I've invested myself to become American, and we call us that. And also Americans out there will be outraged. That's why people, liberals say, "Hey, how come they say that? Go back to where you country from." Like to that person from Minnesota, or we call us that, and that does amount. She said, "Go back where you come from," because you know why? People say that because she started it. She, she said some bad things, and under oath that, and under the flag that she was, she was saying anti-Semitic things, and a lot of things bad for America. And guess what? And she's supposed to be American. Let me tell you something like that. Be grateful you're in this country, and that's the thing I'm saying. If you value human life like that nowadays, is that we have more understanding about what is, we all can get along. But if we can continue being in this thing, and we call us, we don't value ourselves, that we won't survive. So that's my vision for the day. So think about that.